sheet of paper. Write down the schools that you want to go to. You're here for 1, 2 years. Write down schools, so we can get talking to them, figure it out. You're, all right, here you go. It's like, you got Purdue on there. I go, yeah. He goes, Maine. I go, no, Purdue. I go, my mom, my dad, my 2 uncles, all went to Purdue. My brother's currently at Purdue. I'm like, look, I believe black and gold. I'm either going to go there on scholarship or I'm going to go walk on there. So, is that cool? It's like, yeah, it makes it easy for me. Lucky enough, I ended up coming here, having a great career, great time with everyone. Didn't really start off that great though. First week, I ended up having an ulnar nerve transfer in my right arm, in my throwing arm. In my head, I'm like, well, all right, there goes 1 year. Can't play. And then Casey Corey, there's Case. Thankfully, Case sat down with me. I was like, hey, recovery's not that long. I think we can do it. And I was like, all right, you know what, Case? We're going to become best friends. I'm going to see you every day. I'm going to come in here. We're going to get to work. And I'm going to throw this year. And he's like, let's do it. So, Case, I want to say thank you, man. You got me right. You got me ready. You got my Purdue career off on a great track. And I don't think I ever actually truly said how thankful I am. I appreciate it, man. Thank you. But in my head, I was like, you know what? It's just an obstacle. That's all it is. An obstacle. You got to overcome. That was kind of our 2011, 2012 team's mindset. We had a bunch of obstacles. We knew they were going to be thrown our way. Whether it was on the baseball field, out at school, or family life. It was bound to happen. You're going to have obstacles in life. So we looked at one another, and we kind of knew. We were like, all right, you know what? You can throw anything our way. We have the power to decide how we react to it. And this is going to be a little corny, whatever, but there's a quote that I love. A lot of you, I'm sure, have heard it before, know what it is. But it goes like this. There are 2 wolves, and they're always fighting. One is darkness and despair. The other is light and hope. Which wolf wins? Whichever one you feed. And that's kind of our motto those 2 years. We didn't let any darkness get into us. We just kept feeding that light and hope, kept feeding that positive attitude, that positive mindset, the positive drive, saying, you know what, yeah, okay, they might have just hit a 2-run homer. You know what, let's turn it around, get the bats going. We're going to put 3 up on them. So that was kind of our whole mindset and thought process through those 2 years. We said, you know what, we're going to pick one another up. We see someone saying, you know what, I just don't think I can make that play. I don't think I'm reacting fast enough. Hey, man, you're good. You're fine. We know your abilities. We know what you're capable of. Get back out there. Let's do it, all right? And all of that was kind of built upon the trust that we had with one another and the respect we had with one another, like we've talked about today. And that trust and respect was because every single morning, as you guys, I hope you guys still have 6 a.m. lifts and workouts, you know. Every morning, going in, working out, seeing how we just bust our tail, day in, day out, day after day, morning after morning, night after night on the baseball field, seeing the work ethic among your peers. It builds that trust, it builds that character, it builds that drive that you guys see and know. And it helps you when you're out on that field. It gives you a little confidence, you know. I remember one time, I was sitting there, and it was the first time this hadn't happened to me, where I didn't really have that much confidence. I was on the mound, I looked around, and I'm like, all right, outfield. All right, we got Dixon in left, nice, cool. Oh, Spooner, he's in center. He'll catch anything, that's great. Who's in right? Oh my God. Serrato's in right? When did we move him? No, I'm just playing. Every day we saw him move from third to first to the outfield, and guess what? We had confidence that he was going to make those plays in the gap. He was going to catch the ball that was going over his head. because we watched him work on that every day in practice. And we saw him progress, saw him get better, and saw him move forward to the ability that he had. And it was great. So then we'd get on the mound and we'd go, all right, we're good. Ah, man, guy just got base hit, one out, whatever. Oh, we got David Miller, Charles that second. Got double play. Here we go. It's just that confidence. I remember one time, lucky, bases loaded. Bases loaded, 2 outs, 0-2 count. I'm sitting there, I'm like, all right, I need a strikeout. And Kev's on the same page as me. He's like, 0-2, curveball, dirt. I'm like, all right, yeah. I have all the confidence in the world that you're going to block it because I just saw you for the past month spend 2 hours a day working on blocking and blocking pitches way worse than what I'm about to throw. So here it is, man. Sure enough, boom, done, step on home plate, get the ball. Hey, nice shot, cool. All right, let's go hang out. All right, sweet, easy as that. But it's that kind of confidence and trust that you guys have with one another as a team that then you build on, you see, and it gives you confidence in those pitches. It gives you confidence in those at-bats. When you're working on it during practice and you have a guy at second base, no outs, and then a lefty, one of the lefties comes up, rolls over to second, it's like, hey, nice shot, you moved him over. Now fly ball, boom, get him in, here we go. And it just gives you guys more and more confidence the more you see one another do it. So work with it, play with it. You know, season's coming up in, what, 12 days? Oh, my goodness. What's the weather outside? No, I'm not in Florida anymore. But, so that's how we kind of had those 2 years, had that great run at Purdue was just, we had the confidence with one another and the trust and the respect and the discipline. But then we also had that positive mindset, and it helped everything come together, and it's a great recipe for success. So build off that with one another as years go on, as this year goes on, and kind of help one another through it. Now taking that into pro ball, it helped me out personally a lot, especially the discipline, the respect, knowing what I had to do to get the job done to reach my next goal, which, get drafted, what's your next goal? Pitch in the big leagues, let's roll, you know? And a lot of people don't know, Burton was like, hey, if you want to go work out at McCutcheon, feel free. Like, I'll meet you there. He'd open up the door for me at 5 a.m. I would work out from 5 to 6:30 before anyone came in, leave, head out. And then Clayton got wind of it, and I got to work with Clayton Richard. And then it was great. But also, the guys I know, Clayton Richard, and how he works out, oh, it was tough. He called me up one day and goes, hey, tomorrow we're going to go to Wainwright parking lot. Meet me there at 5:30. I'm like, evening? Maybe? Not in the morning. All right, cool. Get there, foot of snow on the ground. He's like, all right, we got Jeep pushes. I go, you mean sled, right? He's like, no, we're pushing the Jeep. So we push the Jeep over and over again in the snow. And every time you push, the snow would just build up on the tires, making it harder and harder. And he's just smiling away. I'm sitting there. Yeah, that was like 20 now. We good? No, more. All right. Because that's what it takes. Just more. Grind away. And it's kind of one of those things that's like, all right, well, that's the next step. That's what I want to do. And that's what we got to get to it. But really, guys, I don't want to take any more of the time or anything, but I just want to say, first off, thank you to the coaching staff and, Coach Goff and the rest of the staff, all the sponsors, everyone else here coming in, supporting Purdue baseball. I enjoy my time tremendously here. Like I said, I believe black and gold, and it was one of those things that I had my mindset coming here, set a goal, and go achieve it. And I hope that I get to see a lot of you guys play at the next level as well, because that's what this program builds. It builds great character, great discipline, work ethic, and that positive mindset, and that's kind of what leads to success. So here's to starting off on a good note, February 14th. Let's roll, boiler up, hammer down, and let's go.
Good stuff. Thank you, Nick, for being here. It's time to meet our 2025 Boilermakers. If Hunter's ready, we'll get things underway. He's getting a thumbs up from Ben, so we're good to go. Now, we will ask you just to hold your applause as they stand where they are, but we want to invite you to welcome our Boilermakers student athletes. Then we'll also introduce our support staff and our coaches. We thank you for holding those applause. But Boilermakers, please stand as your name is read. Albert Choi, grad student from Downingtown, Pennsylvania. Ty Gill, senior, Valparaiso, Indiana. Eli Anderson, junior from Fairmount, Minnesota. Brandon Rogers, a junior from Chicago, Illinois. Brody Chrisman, a redshirt sophomore from Zionsville, Indiana. James Novakovic, freshman, Wilmette, Illinois. Camden Gasser, redshirt junior, Huntingburg, Indiana. Brandon Anderson, senior, Richmond, Kentucky. Camden Melvin, senior, Avon, Indiana. Logan Sutter, senior, Loomis, California. Lance Love, senior, Madisonville, Louisiana. Sergio DiCello, redshirt junior, Hamilton, Ohio. Breck Nowick, redshirt senior, Lake Forest, Illinois. Will Briggs, redshirt freshman, Shakopee, Minnesota. Houston Russell, redshirt junior, Midwest City, Oklahoma. Lucas Cook, redshirt senior, from Knoxville, Tennessee. Joe Trineri, freshman, Granger, Indiana. Avery Moore, junior, Omaha, Nebraska. Aaron Manius, redshirt junior, Uxbridge, Ontario. C.J. Richmond, senior, Indianapolis, Indiana. Easton Story, sophomore, Brighton, Michigan. Amir Gray, redshirt freshman, South Holland, Illinois. Braden Olson, sophomore, St. Croix Falls, Wisconsin. Cole Van Nassen, sophomore, Tinley Park, Illinois. Nick Colsey, junior, Romeoville, Illinois. Ennis Hayden, senior, Indianapolis, Indiana. Gavin Duter, junior, Three Rivers, Michigan. McLean Finley, junior, Topeka, Kansas. Michael Vallone, grad student from Lake Forest, Illinois. Austin Klug, junior, Caledonia, Minnesota. Corbin Malott, redshirt sophomore, Newcastle, Indiana. Matthew Tarr, junior, North Aurora, Illinois. Carter Dorn, senior, Schererville, Indiana. Isaac Milburn, senior, Lexington, Kentucky. Evan Schweitzer, a freshman from Oakville, Ontario. Barron Sawyer, junior, Abbeville, Louisiana. Gabe Watson, junior, Hewitt, Texas. Justin Giuliano, a grad student from Ellenville, Illinois. Avery Cook, fifth year from Utica, New York. Keenan Spence, a senior from Caroline Springs, Australia. Matthew Totten, freshman, Prior Lake, Minnesota. Cale Weimer, freshman, Crawfordsville, Indiana. Chris Gallagher, senior, Indianapolis, Indiana. Luke Reeser, freshman, Northfield, Ohio. Thomas Lynch, freshman, Evansville, Indiana. Your 2025 Boilermakers. Thank you, Boilermakers. We'd like our Purdue Athletics support staff that keeps us moving and operating efficiently as members of the sports staff throughout the year. Would our support staff members please stand and be recognized for all that you do for this baseball program? Thank you very much.
Yeah, Casey.
Last but certainly not least, I'd like to introduce our Purdue baseball coaching staff. If they would please stand and be recognized as their name is read. Our sport administrator, Dr. Ed Howard. Our director of player personnel, John Madia. Our supervisor of operations, Hunter Roberts. Assistant coach, Barrett Serrato. Assistant coach, Josh Newman. Assistant coach, Greg Lovelady. Our head coach, Greg Goff. Thank you, coaches. Now, before we have a few remarks from Coach Goff, we want to show you a quick video to get you set for the 2025 season. That gets us ready for opening day. Before we bring the boss up, I did find one thing. Of course, it's been the Dodgers' year. The Dodgers winning the World Series, and of course, when we think about Dodgers winning World Series, we think of the great Tommy Lasorda, right, Coach? And this actually involves a little bit of a thought toward you, Mrs. Goff. It's not easy to be a coach's spouse, and I was thinking, Coach Goff, about a story. Tommy Lasorda was quoted as once saying, Tommy said, "My wife tells me one day, I think you love baseball more than me." And I say, "Well, I guess that's true, honey, but I love you more than football and hockey." With that said, as he begins his 8th year leading the Boilermakers and our 6th as head coach, a lifelong baseball person, we're excited to see where he takes these Boilermakers this season. Your head coach, Greg Goff.
Fired me up. What a great night. What a great night. What a great honor it is for me to be standing up here amongst you and just being a part of this program. You know, as I always prepare for this night, it just really what resonates more than me is just gratitude. Just gratitude for what God has did in my life and has brought me here and my family. I have 3 of my daughters here tonight. But for the people that are here tonight, Pat Dawson, I see you. All the people that are here, Chuck, everybody that's here tonight has had such a huge impact on my life and this program. And I'm so grateful to be here and to be a part of this family. To see Rex win that award and hear those stories. It's just amazing. To have a friend like Jeff Bannon to be a part of my life is amazing. And I just before I get going, and I usually get stirred up, I heard my players will say I get kind of excited sometimes. But before I do that, I just want everybody here to know the gratitude I have that this program is supported by so many of you. And it wouldn't be what it is today if it wasn't for everybody in this room, from our administration, from our support staff, to our families and the parents that allow me to get an opportunity to coach them, to our supporters and all that. So please give yourself a round of applause for what you guys do. Well, I heard I was old school. I'm trying to get new school, but Nick, I'm bringing out a sheet of paper, all right? You believe that, TJ? CP, you like that? Old school? I'm trying. I heard I was trying. I heard I was a new age coach. Nick, I think all these guys were scared when they said 6 a.m. workouts. Guys, we're going to work out 6 a.m. in the morning, all right? No, that's awesome. That's awesome. We don't do that. I've gotten softer. I've gotten softer in my old age. Coach, well, we might need to try that. But no, these guys have been fantastic, and I just want to thank you for all being here tonight. Coach Kelly, to have your presence here tonight is just an absolute honor. There's nobody that wears a Bowler uniform like you do. I know last night was amazing. but what you've done for this program and for this whole community and thing, I just want to honor you again tonight for what you do. Thank you so much for being here. It's awesome. I know people are asking me about the season and things of that nature, but just a couple of things about this team. You know, these guys came here from all over the country and different states, and they came here this summer and made a commitment to being the best they could be. And it's been absolutely awesome. It's been so fun for me. You know, what these guys have done so far has been amazing. And for the season to come, it's going to even be that much bigger and better, to be honest with you. But these guys, I'm proud of them. You know, for what they've accomplished from the fall, from coming together. I want to make sure I get these right because Haley, my academics liaison, would get me wrong. But, I mean, think about this, okay? Think about this. 37 guys had a 3.0 or better. I don't think I added my GPA up for 2 years to get to be a 3.0. It's pretty awesome. 37 guys had 3.0. 20 guys with a 3.5. And 6 guys with a 4.0 GPA. Awesome. I tell people all the time I couldn't even get it through the admissions process here. So to be surrounded by these guys, a lot of times I don't know if I can even coach them. They're so smart. But they set a record. This was the highest GPA of any baseball team. We were fortunate enough to be the first baseball team to actually have the highest GPA of any Purdue male sports in the whole fall. So pretty amazing stuff, guys. I'm really proud of you guys for that. The other thing I think a lot of people don't understand is just their commitment and what they do every day. You know, not only they go to school and come to practice and go to weights and all those things, but they also give themselves up. And for those that are here and the guys that are here before, like, to be able to do all the community service that they do, each guy in here has given themselves up to do at least 10 hours of community service since we've gotten here. Pretty amazing stuff, guys. I'm really proud of you for that. The one thing I'd like to do before I get off here is I just want to ask all the baseball alumni that are here, would you please stand up and let us recognize all baseball alumni that are here tonight. Would you please stand up? All baseball alumni, please stand up. You guys got any eligibility? We might need that race. I need those 16 wins, I think, and it might be all right. It might start on Friday night for us, Rex. So, Big O, you ready for the season? You are? Good, good. But just to have all you guys back, it's just an honor for me to be here, to be a part of it. It doesn't, I just want you to know, like, just the opportunity that God has given me for this platform. These guys are going to continue the progress in what you guys have started, alumni. I promise you that. They're going to play hard. They're going to play fast. And they're going to play the Boilermaker way that you instilled when you were here. And it's really, really important as we finish up here, we get going, that these guys understand the importance of what that means to be a Boilermaker, you know. And really, really appreciate all you guys in that regard. You know, the last thing I'll say in that is, you know, this journey that we're on. Nick, what amazing story that you would tell tonight and all that. Just amazing to hear that. And guys, I hope you take that for what it is, you know, to grind it out and do all those types of things, whether it's in baseball or life or whatever it is, right? We got to be able to get through some of those things and overcome some things to get where we want to go. It pays to be a winner. It pays to be a winner. And I can promise you this group tonight that you see, that you saw standing up, they're going to do something special this spring. I can promise you that. We're going to work some black magic. We're going to get things going. And I just want you guys all, I can't wait till we get to Alexander Field here in just a few more months to get out there, okay? You guys have a great night. Boiler up, and I appreciate everything you do. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Coach. A couple of housekeeping items that Coach Goff and the program wants you to be aware of. One, of course, they thank you for your continued support and are looking forward to seeing you at Alexander Field. very soon. And for those that will travel as the Boilermakers get the season underway, thank you for your support on the road. Now, we do want you to join us next Saturday, February 8th, for Fan Fest Day, and it promises to be a great day. And all alums, we want to see you at Alexander Field on May 3rd for Alumni Day this spring, May the 3rd for Alumni Day. And again, if you want more information on getting your season tickets, you can do that at PurdueSports.com. Also, Nick Whitgren will be available. It looks like his setup may be over here to my left, but he will be available as you exit for some meet and greet. Looks like some autographs as well. So if you would like to visit with Nick and get an autograph, I think there'll be a great way for you to do that as the program ends and take it home as a memento of the season. On behalf of our entire staff, Coach Goff and the program, we thank you for coming. Let's boiler up. Have a great 2025 season. Thanks for coming.